is Mizeezo Mukonka, a third year computer science student at the University of Zambia, majoring in software engineering. I don't know whether this video will be watching from YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, but I just have something little bit to show you. So I built a web app called spendsmart, right? This is the web app I built, and it's live on Google, whatever web browser you use. It's live there. You can just go to this this link there to take you there, and I'm actually going to put the link in the comment section or in the caption above. So this is what I built. This is just actually an expense tracker. I built it because it solved a simple problem. So it's where most of people get paid, or they have their businesses and so forth and so on. So they want to track their expenses and their income. So they want to track how much they get from the business, or how much they're going to spend in a day or in a month. So this is just a basic, this is just the home page of the web app. So it says this thing here, know where your money goes, and it's also like instructions on how to use it. When you go down, you're going to find everything, how it works and everything, how you can start tracking your expenses. And actually this is, I built it under Syntax Savvy, which is a company I'm building, a startup company I'm building. Yeah. So now I'm going to show you a step by step how you're going to use this web app. You can find it, you can use your phone, your tablet, even a laptop. You can still work on it. You can work on Android or an iPhone. So I'm going to show you how you get started. This is actually for free. It's for free. It's not, doesn't have anywhere you are supposed to pay or anything. So when you're getting started, if you don't have an account, you go to get started, which is free. So you have this email part. There are like two parts. We have learned, you can sign in using your email, or you can sign in using your phone number, which can be MTN, Airtel, or something. You can sign in using, or you can create an account using any phone number there. So now I've already made an account. So if I put some details in here, it won't create that account, because my numbers and my emails, I've already made the accounts for it. So but I just have to explain this part, which is like 4-digit pin to reveal the balance. So this pin which you put here, don't have to forget it, because it's needed once you start using this web app. As you log in, as you sign in, you're going to use this pin somewhere for you to show the balance, or you don't want to show the balance, like for someone, if someone access this web, so that they don't see how much you've spent. So now for me, I'm just going to click on sign in. That's where I'm going to click. So here I will log in using my phone number, which is to need me to put a password here. That's how I set my web browser whenever I want to put something. So okay, now here we go, you can sign in. Just wait for a bit. Okay, so now this is the dashboard. We have at the top corner there, we have a name. Good afternoon, Mizeezo Mukonka. Of course, that's how you spell my name, or write my name. So we have total balance there on top. Then you have income and expenses. The income are in green, expenses are in red. Yeah. Then you have a review button here at the corner here, where if you want to see the money you are putting in, you just have to click on this button, and it will require you to put that pin on 4 digits, which you had to use. So I'm going to use this one, which is like kind of fake. It's actually fake. 2020. Let me see if this is what I made at first. Okay, yeah, so this would show me the balance, which is this. I haven't started putting the transaction and everything. That's why I still have a 0, 0. So now we have the home button here, have a transaction, you have a plus button, which is you add transaction here, then you have a report and you have settings. So now let me just walk you through how to use this. So you start by you go on a add transaction. So here, this part, it's for the expense, the things you're spending your money at. And then this part, it's for the income. So for example, if your income is actually the salary, you're going to click on the salary, then you're going to add how much you get per month or per day, provided that's how you get paid. For example, I'm just using this as an example. So for example, I'll put how much, I'll put it 10,000 as my income from the salary. So I'm going to save the transaction, right? So now, before I add this, I just have to explain this. So if it's just a salary you add from the, you put this as a salary, then if it's from the business, you're going to click on the business. If it's Airtel money, mobile money, where you get the money from, you can just use this. And other incomes, when you click on other income, supposed to type in the name, but it's optional. You can just click on other income, but it's optional. So now I'm going to save the transaction. Okay, so my transaction has been saved. So in my account, I have a total balance of 10,000. Sorry, I have 10,000 there. So now, if I want to start spending my money, how do I do it? And how is it going to show that I'm tracking my expenses, how much I'm going to spend during the day? So for example, I go to the market and I want to buy some groceries and food. So I'm going to click on the plus button here. So now my expenses comes in. So if I go to the market, okay, I say I want to buy foods and groceries, I'm going to click here and I'm going to add how much I bought the foods and groceries. So for example, I went to the market and I bought food for 900 kwacha. It's just an example. 900 kwacha. I'll add it to the to the transaction. So the transaction has been made now. So you can see that my salary is 10,000 and I've bought food for 900 kwacha. So this is going to calculate how much the total balance I'm remaining, meaning I'm remaining 9,100 kwacha, and the income, its income is still intact. This just shows how much I had, like the income I got from that period of time, and I have the expenses which shows. So the total balance is going to be calculating automatically by itself there. And if I still have other expenses to add in, like rents and bills, so if I say I stay in the house for 7,000, I'm going to add that also to the transaction. I add them just like that. The transaction has been saved. So just like that, the expense will be tracking, like on this day. It actually even show the days. On this day, at this particular day, or I made this transaction that I bought food, I paid for my bills. So this is actually, most people in Zambia, they don't know where their salary goes. They'll be like, no, I don't know where my salary went. So this is actually how it solves your problems. The moment you just make you have this, you're going to solve much of the problem, and you're going to know how much you've spent your money and how. So if you don't want anyone to see your balance and everything, you can just hide this from that top right corner there. So now everything shows, but it doesn't show how much you've spent so far. But once you want to show it, if you want to see, it will require you to put a pin. So for mine, it's 2020. That's my pin I chose to use as an example. So I can show you all this. So now you can also just go here. If you want to see all the transaction you've made, you can just click on transaction. You'll see all the transaction you've made. If you made a mistake, you can still delete this. You can delete and you enter it. You can also see the income. We just made money from the salary, and the expenses, how much you spent so far. And the good part of this is as a report button, where you're going to see how much you've spent and where most of your money went from. So it has this little chart here and there's this part where it's like saving rates. Sorry. So this shows how much you spend. So if I've spent below 20%, to tell me to save next time, because I set this to be at least someone's supposed to save at up to like 20% of their income per month. Yeah, supposed to spend that. That's how I set it. And then you have the category. This category, just like so, I spent the more money on rent and bills, right? And the little amount of just food and groceries. Even it just shows here. Okay, so let me just try to show you how this works. If it's going to give me what I'm talking about, if it's going to tell me to try to save next time. Okay, let me just add another transaction. Okay, I went to a concert and I spent about how much? A top artist came and I spent a 1,000 to buy a ticket. I add the transaction, right? So my balance remaining from my salary of 10,000 is actually 1,100 kwacha. So now here, let me just see the report which say, okay, yeah, now this is what I was talking about. Try to save at least 20% of your income, but now I have less than 20%, which is like now in red, but that time it was in green. Yeah. So I can go back to my home screen to be showing me how much I've spent. But if I still want to add an income, like if I had a business, I can still go on business. How much did my business make? Even during the day, if your business made 5,000, you're going to add to it. And then you say save the transaction. Just like that, the transaction has been saved. So now my income has increased. So you've seen now from 1,100 to 6,100. So I can go to my report, and my report shows that I've made this transaction just like that. This is just how this works. And you can go to settings here. You can see the profile, the phone number, and you can also go to here to change your PIN. After that, you can change the PIN. Yeah, that's how basically this works. It's just a glimpse of how you can track how much you make in a month and how much you've spent in a month or in a day, to say so. Even in a day, you can check how much you spend. So thank you for watching this video. My name is Mizeezo Mukonka from the University of Zambia, doing computer science, majoring in software engineering. Thank you for watching. You can share, kindly like and comment whether it's TikTok. Oh, I mean, sorry, I don't use TikTok. I use LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. Yeah, even Instagram I use it sometimes. Anyway, cheers. God bless you. Have a good day.